Hello, Loopiq here. Today we're going to be playing a game called Nuclear Throne, which I've been really addicted to over the last month or so, with its stupid characters, fish, crystal eyes, plant melting, ridiculous, strange sort of lore and narrative. I suppose it's a sort of post-apocalyptic shooter. But I don't even see it that way, really. I just see it as an old gamey type game. So yeah, let's go for that extra feet. That's going to make me faster. And this character, Plant, is the fastest character anyway, so I'm now moving as fast as anyone can move in this game. So, yeah, the first time I played Nuclear Throne, I just bought it on Steam. I was looking for something that would keep me amused. I did my first playthrough and I was like, oh, that's a bit... can't believe I spent £6 on this. I mean, it looks like a Flash game, it looks sort of crappy. And I played a run through and I died pretty quick. I was like, man, this game's a bit, I don't know, I wasn't so impressed. But then, from doing that initial run through, I unlocked a few things. I unlocked some characters and stuff, so I was like, oh, well, I might as well try out those new characters that I've unlocked. So I tried out those guys, and well, the levels on this game, although in a way they're standardized, like you start in the desert and then you go to the sewers like I am now, and then I'll be in some sort of like city or some like scrapyard city or something. The theme of them is set, but actually the design of the levels is randomized, so the game gives you sort of unique content to deal with the whole time. It's the kind of game that people are calling rogue-like. That's the genre of it, the rogue-like games. And that's a whole genre title that's named after this one game called Rogue that was just so radical. I think I missed that. Those guys, I miss again. Rogue, it was so radical, it was so out there that the community just named a whole genre of game after it. It's like calling a game Street Fighter-like, or something like that, Sonic-like. But it's Rogue-like. It's a game that's a bit like Rogue. And it's like Rogue, in that the levels are randomly generated, So to get through those chests. You see that chest was actually an enemy. That's so mean. That's how they get me in this game. So yeah, the rules of the game are pretty simple. You just gotta kill everything in the level. And then a portal opens up and takes you to the next level. And then when you kill an enemy, they drop those little green... I guess, I don't know what they are. I think they call them rads. They look sort of like little green Mars bars. And you pick those up for XP. And that's what that number 5 at the top right is all about. I'm at level 5 now. And if I can fill up that tank with rads, and I'll get to level 6. And when I get to level 6, I can obtain a mutation, which is like a little card that augments my character. And then the mutations that I've got so far, in the top right there, so there's different little logos. So at the moment I've got like move faster, and there's more, kills, regenerate ammo, and higher ammo max. I can't remember what the last one was that I got. The strongman one. Oh, that increases my maximum health. Stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm playing as this little plant guy. Plant. He's got an ability where he can, like, snare enemies in this little sort of bush that he creates. You can, like, launch a shrubbery to tangle his enemies. Yeah, Bloodlust is good. So I heal on kills. I do plan on killing, so makes sense. But yeah, with Plant, I don't really use his ability very much. The thing I like about Plant is that he moves faster, which is it's a really big advantage on a game like this. I'm playing here with an Xbox controller as well. I spent quite a lot of time playing with the keyboard and mouse, which has its own benefits, you know, but in the end I found that the pad was sort of less confusing. You always sort of know which direction you're pointing your gun in and stuff. What's nice about this is that you can play it 2-player, like local co-op, that's what the kids call it these days, isn't it? With a control pad. One player using the control pad and the other player using the keyboard and mouse. So even if you just got like one pad, you can play with one of your mates, which is pretty cool. But you know, whenever I try and play with any of my friends this game, I don't know, they don't really seem too into it. They just play for a bit and they're like, well, that was really hard. It's like, oh yeah. People don't really like hard games so much anymore. In fact, I've seen, like, looking up Nuclear Throne online, I've seen a lot of people complain really about this game being too hard. Somebody made a post on Steam saying, you die too quickly in Nuclear Throne. And I just thought, well, no, you die too quickly in Nuclear Throne. Like, you know, you should have wrote, I die too quickly in Nuclear Throne. Because that's really the case, isn't it? Like, you know, you say you die to me too quickly, so well, I don't really die that quickly. Yeah, thanks. I may have said this before, but like, I'll say it again. I come from a generation of people where the games developers used to want me to fail, you know, because it would mean that I'd have to put another 50p into the arcade machine. But these days, the games developers sort of want you to win, don't they? Because they don't like people trash talking them online, saying, "Oh, the game's too hard," or loads of people complain and they say the game's too hard, and then the games developers, they sort of give in. They go, all right, we'll make it easier then. But not Nuclear Throne. No. They're trying to reach a certain balance. They want this game to be obscenely difficult, like disgustingly difficult, but in a way that you always feel like it's your fault when you die, and you always feel like you can do better. You know, you always learn something, like when you die in this game. And you know, there aren't many things that your character can do, really. I mean, you got two weapons, you can switch them, you can shoot them, and you can use your ability with another button, and that's about it. So it's pretty simple in that way. But I found pretty much an endless well of depth out of this game. Just trying to improve. Just trying to cope in this sort of very particular kind of hell that they've created. Very unforgiving, very brutal sort of world. Yeah, and you know, I'm into it, you know. I don't know if you know me, but I'm into these kinds of games. Games that are just sort of ridiculously difficult single player challenges. I never really got into playing online games with people. I mean, I did a bit of some things, but you know, if I want to play games with people, I like to sort of interact with them as people in the real world, you know, so I'll play a game of cards or a game of chess or something. I prefer that. For me, like, computer games are quite a solitary sort of thing. It's just something I do on my own, you know. I like to consider what fun is, how to make a game more fun, things like this. So, yeah, this is the final boss of the throne, and there was like 4 power generators there on the left and right. And so I blew them up first with the super bazooka, and then I blew up the throne. And that means that instead of completing the game, which was what would have happened if I just killed the throne, we get to go here. This crazy place. You know, I'm getting attacked by police. And so that's that, and now here's the throne Mark II. It's come to get me, but I've got a super bazooka, and that's just going to make everything better. So this is the first time I've looped around, and so I unlocked the Rebel. And this shit is crazy. I mean, this is the first level again, but it's just... wow, it's just full of trouble, isn't it? I'm not sure I'm really going to last. But it's okay. I mean, I've got further now than I ever have. Ow! That hurt. And then I blew myself up. But look, you know, you've unlocked a skin for your dude, and you unlocked a new character, and that's great. So that's Throne. I mean, Nuclear Throne. I like it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you'll watch other things that I make. You should do that. I like the things that I make, and I reckon you will as well if you liked that thing that you just watched.